It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And this one features the fastest man in football, Xavier Worthy. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Chiefs and the Titans, and it's all up next.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football. Hello again, everybody. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Levis to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
You talk about this Chiefs defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Working from the gun, here's Levis. He's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Spears diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Knight on the handoff. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. Well, that's brought in by Knight. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Levis. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago: 7 catches, 99 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Levis sets up the throw here. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Levis back to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Hand off to Spears. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Knight. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Able to find Gray here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. That's good for 28 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Levis out of the shotgun now. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. That catch pulls him level all-time with Terrell Owens, who finished with 1,078 receptions. So now he's at 1,078 and rising. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. And here's a give to Spears. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Levis looking to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Levis. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Levis. Touchdown! Dyami Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Dyami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Titan football. Will Levis in the offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Got his man, Okonkwo. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Spears. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Levis to throw it. And Diggs has it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Levis from the gun. It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
In motion left goes a tight end. On play action, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Working from the gun, here's Levis. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Levis going back to the air. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Bates' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visit.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they love to find different ways to get into the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Back to throw, it's Levis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Levis back to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Levis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Levis looking to throw.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Levis to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Can't get away, and he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
It's now 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and Tyjae Spears set to take it. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Play action now. Levis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Levis sets up to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Levis now off of play action. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now a run with Spears. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. The Spears with another carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Levis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's a run by Spears. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mahomes now to throw. And that's brought in by Knight. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs
This is Knight.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They're going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
In motion goes the tight end.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Right back to Spears.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
On now is the Titans punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And finally brought down at the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game.
And just shutting him off there. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Throwing now, here's Levis. And Diggs has it. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. And they take a knee. Up the middle they go. Spears. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest.